the very first card that you got is Triumphant from your guardian angels, talking about being triumphant. And the very next card that wants to go is from Master Buddha, talking about increased awareness. And the very next card that wants to go is from Babaji, talking about yoga, but it's not about yoga. It's about the glow around his head and his heart space. So what they're saying is that you have become, and it really feels like this, that you have triumphed over within this increased awareness. It's like you've succeeded at increasing your awareness and becoming more conscious, more aware, more mindful, more soulful, more heartful, like all of it. And he's kind of showing, you know, he's the one who's sort of showing that it's just sort of all of it. It's the mental and the psychic and the heart space. It's like mind, heart, and soul right here. Triumphant with increased awareness. Those are your first three cards, Scorpio. So well done. Good job. Very exciting. And triumph kind of will sort of is going like this, like triumph over sort of everything then, because it encompasses sort of every aspect of your being. It affects every area of your life. It's a really good sign, a really good way to go first, and they keep going with this. So the very next card that comes up is you are a sorceress. So with this increased awareness, your psychic abilities increased, heart space increased. You are a magical person who can manifest your intentions into reality. This really feels like, for some of you, it's a general reading. It won't apply to everyone, but overall generally feeling into the energies of Scorpio for November. Right now and into November, this feels very much like you have just sort of mastered this high awareness and connection to being able to set your intentions and have things manifest for you. You are a sorceress. So this card does not feel like sometimes its message is to sort of remind you that you are this. It's saying you are this, and it's almost like you know this, like you're just being this now, kind of thing. The law of attraction is the next one that wants to go, from Melchizedek, saying yes, you know, you set your intentions and then it manifests. It feels very much like you guys are mastering this. Mastering this art of what you think and feel and be is what the law of attraction, how the law of attraction works. It feels like you guys are mastering this. Awesome. And then the next card that wants to go, I mean, these just really kind of all go together. That they really all go together. The next card that wants to go is from Krishna, saying devotion. He is wanting to acknowledge you for your triumph. To acknowledge you for you've been recognized for your commitments. You are loved unconditionally. Sort of continue to trust your intuitive guidance. Continue to trust your guidance, set your intentions, and things are working for you. You're being honored for your commitment to family and self. These are the next two cards I want to go, and they want to go with him, talking about commitment, being recognized and honored for your commitment. See, and the dogs are barking. They're with you too. Like, yeah. So honored for your commitment to your family. And then also we have the mother here with all the children. So it's commitment to family is what it feels like. Now, some of you guys, if you guys were going through probably a couple months ago, maybe dealing with a very difficult person, and he's saying that he's honoring you for the way that you've handled yourself throughout this situation, that you have made commitment to your family, what's sort of most important, and it's beautiful. And it's beautiful. So he just wants to honor you. He just wants to take some time to honor you with that. The next card that you get is from Vishnu, saying to trust your spiritual guidance. It's almost like continue to trust your spiritual guidance. If you are feeling like this doesn't resonate with you, like you have not been triumphant, if this doesn't feel like it's true for you, they're saying that, so for those of you that are questioning it, they're saying that it's right around the corner. And so the next few cards are sort of both saying if you're not there yet, you will be. And this one wants to come back. It's to say, you know, just keep working, keep working on this sort of thing, your awarenesses and understanding of things. Keep working on it. Keep trusting spirit, trusting your own heart, trusting your soul. The next card that you get is from Moses, saying to take charge of the situation. Again, this feels very much like you have taken charge of the situation. This is coming up under this one. So it's almost like, again, honoring you for taking charge of the situation and being committed to your family and honoring your own increased awareness, your own way of being. It really feels like you have mastered, triumphed this. Triumphed? That's a word. All right, so Moses is saying taking charge of the situation is working well for you. And if it's not, keep going. Is what they're saying. If it's not, keep going. You will be triumphant, is what they're saying. And the next two cards actually talk about this hello and goodbye. This might have come up in your last reading or the last couple of readings. And then we also have Kali talking about endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Again, it feels like you know this. You know this, out with the old, in with the new. It feels like, given that it feels like this came up for you before. If not, it's coming up again, but it feels again like something you know already. And so again, they're sort of confirming for you. It's very much feels more like a confirmation reading for you guys. It's just like, you know, keep going. You're doing well. You're mastering things. And yes, you know, the old does have to be released to let the new come in. So for some of you, you have been doing that and it's working. And for others, they're saying, you know, the old has to be released so that the new that you're really wanting can come in. For those of you who might be still in that stage where you're just kind of holding on to some things, they're saying, you know, to relax, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. So for those of you that are still kind of hanging on, maybe still kind of hanging on to some of the old maybe patterns, they're not so much saying people, situations, sort of hanging on to maybe some old sort of beliefs, kinds of things. They're just saying, you know, everything's going to be okay. It's okay to release those things. So this idea of wanting to hold on to some stability, it's like some of you feeling like this sort of in-between place, right? This in-between place is what it feels like. So for many of you who have, you know, sort of mastered this heart, soul, and mind, and you're saying goodbye to the old, you get that your intentions are what brings what you're wanting in. But for some of you, it may the new maybe hasn't arrived yet. And it feels like some of you may be in this sort of in-between place. Like, okay, I get it. I let go of some things. Now what? Kind of feeling. And so there's that unknown of what might be coming up next. So it has a couple of meanings there. You do need to release the old. You know this. And so they're wanting to come in for you that are questioning, or they're just slightly fearful. It's like, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. They're also saying that whatever it is that you're working on, you might have a project that you're working on. This looks like career, maybe. You're getting the higher education cards. They're saying, do some research. Also, if you might be struggling with letting go of some things, they're saying, do some research, get a higher education, meaning learn more about it. Google some things, research some things, and how you might spend more time focusing on what you would like next. Even though, so if you're in this in-between place, what's next, really focus on what you'd like to do next. Learn more about it. If you're not quite sure, in which direction you want to go, then just do some research, pick some things, and refocus on learning versus any fears that you might have around endings. Okay, and you got the True card. This card, true that from the unicorns, very wise. It's the card says what you're asking about is the truth. So for some of you, that statement will resonate. They really wanted me to read that statement. For some of you, that will resonate. What you're asking about is the truth. For also others of you, it just says true up here. And this card is just like excitedly, look how this unicorn is just kind of jumping with excitement to say, yes, you have triumph. Yes, you are a sorceress. It's like true that, true, I'm with this guy. Right? True, you have taken charge of the situation and you have let go of things that don't serve you anymore. True. And if you're struggling, everything's going to be all right. That's absolutely true. Like, he just wants to go like this. Truth. True. Good news for you. And then for others of you, it feels like you already do. You know where you're going. You know what you're working on. And so as you share your gifts, they're asking you to share your gifts with grace. Experiencing grace. Paul the Venetian is very much about love. Has this big rose around his heart center and his green jacket for the heart chakra. He is very much about love. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you now. And he wants to come back. Yep. So waves of inspiration and love, allow those to come in to move forward in what's next as you set your intention. Set your clear intentions to bring in what you would like to experience next. And it feels like you've mastered this. So set your intentions on what you're wanting, and just to be allow this inspiration and love to come in so that you can then manifest your intentions with grace, with love and grace. And the last card that you get is positive change. Like, everything that you're going through is positive. Everything is really good. So if some of you are, in that, some of you are experiencing sadness over letting go of some old things, it's all right. It's a positive change. For those of you that are fearful of letting go, everything's going to be okay. Whatever changes may happen for you are positive changes. It's all good for you, Scorpio. It's all good for you, and he wants to come back. He's like, yes, you get it. You are just so honored for all the hard work and the commitment that you've made to your family and truth and love and what really matters in life. Well done. Well done, Scorpio. You have triumphed. I love that. All right. Is there anything else for Scorpio? So it really feels like very much of a confirmation kind of reading, that you have just triumphed over the difficulties and challenges that you might have been going through a few months ago. It feels like you've come a very long way. And he's wanting to point out his peacock feather up here, his peacock feather up here is just like let it shine, you know, just like let your brilliance and beautiful self shine. Share your gifts with grace. So he's wanting to come back. These two are wanting to come back together. The peacock, right? The peacock struts those beautiful feathers. They're saying, you know, let it shine. Just share your gifts with grace. Yes. Beautiful, Scorpio. Beautiful. Taking charge, trusting spirit, following your instincts, increased awareness, bringing that into your heart space, sharing your gifts with grace. It's all good. It's all good. That makes me so happy for you, because I know you guys went through a hard time a few months ago. It was really hard, and it's just like you've just done the work and it's working. Well done.